All right, fam. What's happening? Professor Bobo here. Joining me, my co-caster, Frost Absol. Say hello to the fam.
Hey, how's it going,
And
everybody?
for this game, we have the first round matchup between Jailbait and the Ghost Clones. This is over on the Regen Invitational. Again, first round, Jailbait, a Div B team. Ghost Clones was C West last season. Both teams gave me the R. Let's go ahead and pop the draft. First round games today are going to be played on Cursed Hollow. There is a sort of staggered set of matchups. Next round will be played on Dragonshire before we move on into best of three format for semis and finals. Just want to welcome everybody here. We appreciate all the viewers. We appreciate all the teams signing up, helping out the Regen banner, trying to get some extra Sunday hots going. If anybody is interested, check out Nexus Gaming Series as well. That is where we all come from. You can catch a lot of these teams, if not all of them, I believe, next season. Season 4 starting up in early April.
So, as we go into the ban phase, what are you expecting here?
Boring things, meta things, followed up by memes. At least that's my hope. At least that's my hope.
Sounds about right.
That is my absolute hope, that we get some.
There's always the chance for the wild
We want
Murphy.
the fun things on the second half. Want everybody to just go out and yep, there we go. We've got some meta bans.
See, it's like a wedding. You got something boring, something old, something meta.
And something new. Jailbait will be on the left side of this draft. Ghost Clone's on the right. Seeding was determined by last year's standings. So Jailbait being a div ahead has earned the right to pick first. The Genji ban coming out. Took a little while. Are we going to get a Maiev ban? Are we going to let this fun hero through?
I can see Tracer being bad.
Right. Thanks, Ager Bombs, man. Weenus put that video together. Shout out to Weenus. He is one of the NGS MVPs.
He's definitely a very good editor. I've seen some of the GIFs he's made with Smithful's face. They've been amazing.
30 seconds left on the first ban here. Let's see what Ghost Clones go with. Again, Genji doesn't really give anything away. This being Cursed Hollow, obviously a number of options are open. Expect some global play. Expect the possibility of some ABBA. Sound line, please.
Maybe Tyrael, who's always fun.
And the Stukov ban.
They don't want that wild silence root combo coming out.
Stukov has moved up the meta in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, a big part of that is Shad's performance at the Western Clash. But the way the support meta has kind of moved, with this sort of burst blow up, Stukov's offensive capabilities have kind of risen in the meta. So while he lacks the the traditional cleanse or the sort of saving support heroic, everything's about the silence. Everything's about the root.
He's been seeing a lot of play in HGC the
Yeah,
past
in fact,
couple days. A lot of first and second pick.
All right, and Jailbait goes with the Lucio first pick, but just to sort of put the cap on the Stukov, really the only two healers, again at pro level, that are considered sort of pick worthy in the first couple of rotations really have been Malf and Stukov. But we have a Lucio picked up, and it makes sense if you don't want the Malfurion, get your healer early. I would anticipate Ghost Clones would be thinking about Malfur.
I think they might just go straight into blow up. That's one of Lucio's biggest issues. if you just like say Tracer Bomb or
Plays
Material Judgment
Tyrael.
even,
Power.
just
Mm.
take him out of the fight.
So powerful rotation over on Ghost Clone side. This is the sort of double protect front line. Even though it does lack CC, with Sanctification and with Bunker, you can just sort of outlast whatever R buttons the enemy team wants to go ahead and pop. Let's see.
Maybe we'll see a Tychus here. Try and melt down Blaze and Tyrael. Make
Would be
them a bit
absolutely
more scared.
would be a good first pick. A lot of the heroes that would traditionally do well into this are not really early rotation worthy. You know, you'd like to see, you know, the mages like your Kael'thas and your Jaina's. They can work there. Hanzo still works fairly well into this.
Maybe Falstad to offer boss
It's
control
true.
and a
It
global.
would be another option. Tyrael Blaze, decent wave clear, but again, it's not really showing anything at the back half. They both make for very good protection against Tracer and Garrosh Greymane.
Zone control and
Fairly
Merc
meta
clear.
here in the early parts. We'll see if the support choke plays out through the bands. I would like to see. I'd like to see Jailbait go ahead and probably target that Malfurion.
If you're in maybe Uther, who's going to be able to save someone if they get flipped by Garrosh. If I'm on the side of, we go to the Haka.
Okay.
I was thinking that they ban some sort of damage, maybe something that like can poke them out, like a
Well,
Li
the
Ming or
interesting
Chromie.
side here is that Ghost Clones just let through the Sonya. And there's the mouth ban, sort of as expected. But letting the Sonya through in place of the Dahaka could be a bit of a risk. The Sonya Blaze is sort of an even matchup, but Sonya offers much more Merc control. The synergy with...
She's also extremely sturdy against like a Tyrael who can't suffer from
Sonya
spinning.
will not be pressured by the damage on Tyrael or Blaze or the CC, unless it's part of a larger combo. I don't know what the hesitation a little bit here on the Malfurion, maybe Jailbait, just trying to set up the second half of this draft, but it's probably the strongest ban right now. And on over to Ghost Clones. A lot of damage heroes still available. Hanzo, Junkrat. If you wanted the global, Falstad is available. Tychus is available. So there's plenty of percentage-based damage available as well for the Garrosh. Also, Medivh is up there.
Medivh,
Maiev is up there,
even.
certainly. Depends on what direction they want to go in. You know, are they trying to actually sort of deathball with this a little bit and push the front, or are they looking to play the sustained game?
Yeah, this will definitely say a lot about what they want to do.
I don't know what I anticipate here. I would really like to see Hanzo. And I believe I would like to see either Uther or Rhaegar. You need a cleanse here. You need the saving
definitely.
play. Maiev Tychus, so they go double
There's some
damage.
Maiev.
It's about damn time.
Two very strong picks. Sort of warding away the Sonya as well.
And the
with
Tychus denial, I
damage.
think, is equally important here, given Tyrael Blaze. I'm interested.
For the last pick, I think maybe Uther would be a little bit better
They can.
on the side of.
I mean, they could sit back here. I'm never really a fan of sort of holding your support for too late in the draft, but you haven't really been told anything by Jailbait. You don't know if they could pivot even into an Abathur. There's a Medivh.
Let the games begin.
Or some sort of, I was going to say, some sort of macro play. Medivh, and I'd like to see Hanzo. But they have to go Sonya. Could have gone with the Greymane in the off lane, but alright, so Sonya working extremely well with the Medivh. Arcane Explosion on Sonya is oppressive. Every time Sonya dives in deep. Yeah, oh, sorry, I was just going to say, every time Sonya dives in deep, there's usually 2 to 3 people sort of crowding her, and Medivh actually works very well with that sort of debate. As you were saying, Frost.
Yeah. I'm expecting a lot of Merc pressure and control from Jailbait here. They have Greymane and Sonya. So it's going to be like a very macro and team fight based.
They have great mobility with Lucio and Medivh. They should be able to sort of own the jungle and set up quite quickly.
We also have to worry about the Medivh portal
And
into
there's a
like
Regen.
Garrosh
Okay.
taunt.
Solid comps, mostly meta picks. I'm not sure which draft I really favor here. Whenever you see a draft like this, the big question is, how good is your Medivh?
It's gonna hinge on him quite a lot.
I don't have a favorite. Who are you pulling for here?
Maybe Bunker with Warden's Gauge, maybe? They're both really good. This all comes down to Medivh, and if he gets the good portals and protects. It's even going to come down to if he goes Leyline or Polygon.
True. There's not a ton of early game pressure that should be applied to Jailbait. They have the threat of the Garrosh. Lucio with the disengage will be there as well. These are two extremely, I have to be honest, even teams. Again, it'll hinge on Cold Cake playing the Maiev and Junkrat playing the Medivh.
I think it's also going to come down to how well Fragstellar can stay safe and get the good sound barriers off. Because if he can make sure to keep everybody up, Tychus is a lot more trickle damage than burst, which is what they're lacking right now on the side of Ghost Clones.
A lot of it will be on the resets, particularly with the Maiev, in order to sort of provide kind of that sort of quasi-burst. All right, looks like we're starting over on the red side. It's the Ghost Clones, featuring Drow Hunter on Rhaegar. Cold Cake will be playing the Maiev. Michaelin will be playing the Tyrael. Jake Bot coming in on that Blaze. And Demarcon will be playing the Tychus.
On the side of Jailbait, we have Smoked Elephant on Sonya, H2O on Garrosh, Junkrat on Medivh. I believe that's Galaxy on Greymane, and Fragstellar on Lucia.
Should be a fun one. We'll throw the level 1 talents up there as we move ourselves into this initial fight. Obviously, keep an eye on the Medivh stacks, Warbreaker stacks. On the flip side, we have Adrenaline Stip Pack on Blaze. Just something to keep an eye on. Particularly with the Garrosh, you will not have the self-cleanse.
Immediate portal into
don't believe he's going to get enough damage on the Rhaegar. Jakebot with the Jet Propulsion in. There's the quick combo. Team's trading damage out. It doesn't look like too much pressure here. And everybody gets some stacks.
Relatively
everybody.
Trade. But a lot of stacks.
Rhaegar will naturally wind up having more mana issues than Lucio. There's a good throw there by H2O. Michaelin has the Eldruins out. And let's check our laning matchups.
Tychus into Sonya, that's going to be extremely
It's
rough.
a little bit of a sort of lopsided 1-3-1 for both sides as we see Greymane and Blaze on the bottom. So eschewing the traditional matchups as we have range versus solo laners. We'll take a quick peek up top.
Looks like we have
do.
coming up to Tychus.
Demarcon is going to be under pressure from Junkrat. He's got a quick dash out and he'll be alright.
See, we have Rhaegar and I have going on the siege camp.
Minute 10 and Ghost Clones are faster onto camps than Jailbait. Little bit unexpected, again, given that you have Greymane and Sonya on one side. Here we see Sonya picking up Giants and Medivh filling in top lane.
All while everybody's still soaking lanes, making sure to get that valuable experience.
There's the cap. The first tribute is going to be bottom. Should...
Jakebot getting really low against Greymane over here.
Galaxy here. Tough matchup for Blaze just in the early part of the game. You definitely want to start speccing into your oil spill before you're going to get extra wave clear and extra damage onto someone like Greymane.
Meanwhile, Drow Hunter went straight to the siege camp after getting
Should get limited value. I think that might be an early cap from Sonya. We'll have to see if Ghost Clones are quick to rotate top before this trib.
I got Mechalian in a little bit
Good
of
positioning
trouble
by H2O there. He just sat on the Eldruins. Michaelin is going to be pressured here. He should be chased down by Lucio.
It's always that feels the worst when you get chased down by
Got him.
Lucio.
And meanwhile, mid camp here is going to pick up what looks like to be a 1 tower. Up top, taking a quick peek at Tychus. We'll see if Demarcon wants to move down. He has 2 full health Giants that he's going to have to leave up here. Giants pushing bottom as well.
Didn't get either towers from that mid camp, which is a little disappointing.
I'm surprised. That Tyrael kill definitely prevented them from picking up that bottom tower at the very least. Sonya is...
Meanwhile, bottom giant's getting quite
Keep
a
an
bit
eye on
of
top
value.
here, too. They're at about half health. As his first strip comes.
Nice pull from Cold Cake. Meanwhile, Sonya is getting their bruiser camp, so she's going to be...
Not a ton of delay on either side. Jailbait looking to keep this wave pushed up. Keep an eye on that bottom wave. It's really going to prevent Galaxy from sliding in here to work on the trib. H2O for the throw.
Jailbait might be in a bit of trouble.
Garros under pressure here. He's going to get pulled by Maya. That is the first kill down. Demarkov trying to survive through Frag Stellar. There's a trade. Tychus for Lucio. And a 2-for-1.
So far, Ghost Clones
They're going to be losing a ton of soak here. They need to pressure this tribute and make sure that they don't get delayed. They have camps pushing in top and mid.
That's why I think they have two people trying to get it. Make sure they couldn't get
Good cap.
any longer.
Good cap. Jailbait looking to just provide a little bit of cover here. Mid camp.
Cold Cake with the aggressive.
Mid camp on the wall. Giants taking out both top towers. Keep an eye on the XP. This is a 1-level lead this early into the game.
Mostly through camp pressure, even though it's eating kills.
Well timed by Jailbait. Keep an eye on this bottom push here. Blaze moving up. He'll take out mid. Tychus clears top. I would like to see Ghost Clones give this. We'll have to see what the plan is. Strong defensive position for Jailbait here. Looks like a give.
Jailbait needs to be
He is not careful here. And he is going to get comboed.
Oh no. He got
and a late Warbreaker. Very good hold from H2O there. That guaranteed that kill. Tychus will stay top. H2O looking for another throw.
Oh, that boot might have saved them.
Throws the mid deep in. Well played by H2O.
Get him. Oh, I think he had the what is that song called?
So second trip to jail. Keep an eye. Greymane picking up mid. Tychus picking up top. Quick peek at the talents here. That is 38 stacks for Medivh. That should be completed quite quickly. H2O looking for the Rhaegar here. Gets the throw and the stun. Does Frag Stellar have enough? Drow Hunter slides out.
Smug Dolphin starting to solo the bottom.
They're in a position here where they can give up the next tribute. So far, Ghost Clones have not identified the missing team member. And H2O not pressured out by damage here. There's no pressure onto Smug Dolphin. They're going to have to stick around for this. I don't know if Sonya can do this early.
She has Lucio, and I think H2O is going to be coming to help with Medivh, so I think they have
so Jailbait.
Meanwhile, Medivh finishes Master
Demarkon setting up for trip here. All 5 members of Ghost Clones hovering over this. They are not aware of the bot boss pickup. There it is.
It might be now.
Just taking a quick peek down here. There's no damage on this wall or the towers. It'll take boss a little bit longer to get going. Remember, this is a 6-minute boss that was technically started, I believe, at the 5th minute. The scaling will be quite poor. Question is whether...
Something to look out for, I think, is going to be Tychus is in the rhythm and see how much he can get in that. It's going to be a huge pain for Garrosh.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get stacks if he gets picked there. Demarkon with the dash out. Let's take a quick peek. These are the... As we take a look at the level 7 talents, into the fray taken. We see Life Funnel on Sonya, which will be a little interesting here. Heroics picked up first for Ghost Clones. We'll leave that up as they wind up clearing out boss. It will take a wall, but no fort. Demarkon looks like he knows exactly what's going on, but there is no way for them to prevent. Odin, Ancestral, Bunker, Warden's Cage, Sanctification, all standard.
Nothing too out of the
Standard on the flip side. Go for the throat, Leyline Seal. We see the taunt, sound barrier, and wrath.
Looks like we might have an invasion.
Ghost Clones.
Just wanted to check and see if
I have to give a lot of credit to Ghost Clones just for really giving up the last 2 tributes. They took that first one and just were not in a position to play with the tributes around the double boss play. So it was like they have secured 2 early tributes. They'll lose top fort.
Looks like McAllion wants to try and stall this and let us see. It looks like
they're going to push top a little bit here. Keep an eye on this top. This is going to likely be top fort for a tribute. Bottom fort is opened up. Aggressive play here from Jailbait.
They know exactly where they are. So
there's the cap.
That's gonna get the keep wall. Keep wall. If
Keep an eye on this tribute position up here. If both forts are gone, and both wells will be, as Junkrat comes up and just to help.
Big taunt material. He gets away. Galaxy looking for it. He has to go for the throw. Nice.
Shall we see who gathers enough?
Bottom fort looks like it will go down momentarily. H2 on Fragsteller sticking there. Top fort does go down. 20 seconds until this curse point trib is available for both teams. They will.
McAllen's gonna be quite late if
He should be able to jump over the top right there. That siege wound up taking out the gate. It's going to wind up. It's going to wind up taking out that tower as well. These Jets are going to scale very well. Quick fight in here. Jailbait going in deep with the jet propulsion. He's going to get caught on the backside. Warden's Cage comes out. It catches no one.
Sanctification now.
There's the ley line. The ley line is going to catch 2, 3, and that is going to be Tyrael. The last target on the ley line was Drow Hunter with the Rhaegar. He was unable to get the Ancestral off. H2O trying to push with the Garrosh. He's low. Fragsteller chasing down Maiev as well at the back.
Meanwhile, Jailbait got the.
This is a 3-4-0 for Jailbait. Meanwhile, these two guys are going to wind up pushing a keep. Demark and Cold Cake are under pressure on mid. This is a 5-stack here. Junkrat on his Medivh. Does he have one more portal in to finish both of these kills off? Cold Cake goes down. Demark on his throne. That is a full team wipe. And the map belongs to Jailbait.
This is looking very grim
This
right
should
now.
be all forts, obviously. We'll see if they're going to pressure a keep. Health is a little low. We'll see if Lucio can get them back up. Death timer's still fairly short. The level advantage wound up going from what was both teams hitting 12 at the same time to now a 2-level lead for Jailbait following those 5 kills. Bottom keep is gone.
Dolphin on the flank.
There's the taunt comes out. The taunt's only going to catch one on the Tyrael, but Jailbait at the back is under big pressure. He bunkers, but he has no health left. He will go down momentarily. Galaxy trying to push a little bit of pressure there. This could be an early play that, with 5 seconds left on Trib, they're going to have to make a decision here. They're going to need one more kill. Will it be Tyrael?
Oh, it's going to be Tyken.
Good pressure there. Jailbait. They should be going core here. They, I believe that they will be able to have the portal out if they need to. Junkrat's cooldown should be down. This is at 85%, 80%. The Arcane Explosion winds up putting a little bit more damage onto the core. Warden's Cage goes out. Tyrael stuck in it.
They're all taking the
Good
slash
sanctification.
from
The ley line seal with a 50% core left. Jailbait's committed.
Big fight with a good ton.
Another taunt. Good saves here.
And a good Ancestral.
Smug Dolphin, look at it, just finishes off by himself on the Sonya. He will go down, but leave a 20% core as the rest of Jailbait scurries out. That's not a bad trade.
23% left on the core. Shields is going to be around.
That's not bad at all. Demark on one up popping up Odin there in order to get rid of the Sonya. But when you look at the team comps, you've got 20% core with a Medivh. At any given point, if you can see team members off on another side of the map, you can always threaten core with Medivh right now. However, Ghost Cologne's looking for the boss play.
With only 3 members, I don't know if these 3 can really do it. Coming in as well.
I do believe that they realize that the win condition now is set for bot. They have to take this boss or they are going to lose the game. Michael in with Tyrael will not have Sanctification backup. I'm taking a quick peek. Did he take Holy Ground it?
14 versus 16 on the boss.
He has held his talent. He needs to take Holy Ground. Even so, Garrosh will be able to unstoppable onto it. There's the 4-man ley line. Tyrael gone.
The save? No. Protect. That's a big blow up.
3 on the point.
Sound
barrier comes off. That is 1, 2, 3 down. That boss is going to push game out. Again, as sort of anticipated, without Sanctification, without the unstoppable nature of Holy Ground, due to what Garrosh can do, that's a tough boss play. I don't fault Ghost Colognes for going for that move right there. It was absolutely the right play, given that boss is pushing in the win condition lane. Thumbs up to Junkrat. That's a 3-man ley line. Pardon me, I believe I did say 4, but that 3-man ley line just made it so that they could focus the Tyrael down. There's no way to stop the boss cap. And Jailbait is going to take our round 1 game.
Well played by both teams.
Tough.
It was just one thing after another.
Absolutely. Tough decisions in there. And that really came down to really what is one team fight over that curse point trib. What you saw there was a 3-man wipe. Great plays by Junkrat on the Medivh. He really wound up sort of working the sides as he was able to make the cap on the Triv, portal in, use ley line, a lot of zoning potential. It's hard to fight Garrosh into these tiny, tight corridors because you know he's going to get a lot of value out of his taunt. 3 kills there. And then with Medivh and Lucio, you can always chase down anyone. They wound up picking up the kills on Maiev and Tychus there, and that snowballed the curse at level 12. And that set up what was going to happen into the end of the game there.
Another big thing that we should mention was the circle of protection from Medivh. That was protecting a lot of damage as we got towards the end there.
Good plays from Junkrat. He was done with his Master's Touch stacks, I want to say by level 7. I remember taking a peek at it and seeing 38. Yeah, he was very quick. Very, very quick. And again, shout out to Super Gaby. That siege camp was insane. They kept that siege camp. It wound up taking out the entirety of the keep wall, which again made it very easy for Sonya to come in, wind up cleaning that keep out. But well played by Jailbait. So that's going to do it for us. I've got a game in 5 minutes. I got to figure out who to host. I have to figure out who to host. I think we're just going to... Do we go host? Are we going to host? Let's throw... Let's find somebody here.
I believe
Smithel is on as well.
He's a good dude.
I think that's where we're going to wind up going. I'm a Smithel fan.
Same.
All right, fam. All right, that's going to do it for me for this game. I've got a match I got to pop into. Like I said, we'll set the auto host up. Stickset and Smithel have the next set of games. There's our fucking dope trailer. Shout out real quick. This is the live bracket before we sign off. Should be filling in. So Jailbait and Ghost Guns up there. That match is finished up. I will be playing in the Regen guys gems matchup quite shortly. I just want to thank everybody for joining in. I will be casting NGS this season. Throw a follow out there, then immediately turn the notifications off because those are super annoying. Let's see, trying to think. I want to thank Frost Absol, captain of Regen Red, for joining me today. Hey, absolutely, man. Good luck. Listen, we'll see everybody for the rest of the day. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up any games later. Keep an eye on the channel.
Hey, you never know. Maybe we'll see each other in the tournament.
All right. Shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to Murda and Regen. Have a good day, everybody.